Getting ready to go, Skylar Shoppy on the pole position. Unfortunately, he's kind of run out of time to make up that difference in the points, but he's going to race for a win tonight, Noah. 25 laps.
That is the distance. Green flag in the hand of Brent Rauscher. We are underway for racing here in the ARCA Menards 150 weekend. It's time to crown ourselves a champion. The 7.
Well, Mia Wright races on 2 wheels, races on 4 wheels, and she is tough as nails, but something's wrong with the car, Noah.
Yeah, something to miss there. She rode all the way up there out of turn number 2, and the car seems to have lost its life there in the exit of turn number 4. That's going to probably draw our first yellow flag of the day as she comes to a halt in turn number 4.
If you're just joining us, you have a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old. Here racing late models and our junior late models, the top 2 in the points, Noah.
Oh, man, that's a pretty even start if I've ever seen one. Nearly dead even at the stripe, but out of turn number 2, it's going to be Skylar Shoppy doing what he did earlier. And working lap number 18 on the board as we work the final 7 laps. Skylar Shoppy has led them all. Kellen Keller giving chase. It's Skylar Shoppy in command. White flags out one more time around for the Clovis, California native. Enters 3 and 4 for the final time. One more set of clean corners, and he has got himself the checkered flag. Skylar Shoppy goes wire to wire and wins. Roseville, are you ready for racing action? Field in the hands of Tommy Cherry, and he leads them back into turn 1.
Well, that was a good-looking start for all of our F4 drivers, and take a look at the outside line there. The 12 of Vicky DeBurge, the 11, our former champion Ray Molina, and they're yellow on what looked to me like about the most perfect start. So the problem was not the front row, Noah Reed. It was the 11 of Ray Molina being out of line on the second row, and they said, no, you cannot do that. Hopefully we get just as clean of a start on the second try.
Yep, we're going to give this thing a second go. Green flags out. Tommy Cherry looking much better that time around. As Vicky DeBurge from second is going to have a side door full of Leilani Sprinkle as John Sproul thought about taking it 3 wide, Stephen.
So it's the 15 of Tommy Cherry, the 0. Oh, we got the 88 of Tony Davis going dirt track racing there in 3 and 4, but we'll stay green. But it's going to be a little dusty and slippery there. Crossover coming up from Leilani.
Yeah, Leilani's going for the lead, but John Sproul's going to take a 2 for 1. He backs out of it. There goes Leilani Sprinkle out of turn number 4 as the caution flag is going to fly.
Well, so we still got 29 laps to go or 5:30. They basically have a 5:30 checkered flag. Hopefully we'll make it there, and we're underway.
Yeah, and this time we're 1 lap on the board, so we'll see what the 03 Leilani Sprinkle can do from the outside. But I think Vic DeBurge says, thank you, I'll take that. He does, and this car is going to be very, very tough to beat now that it's out front.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's staying out there, but it's good for Vic because it's keeping this thing clean and green as we're going to be 5 to go next time around.
She might have run out of steam, though, Steven, because that 12 car, it was a 24-second lap the last time by and just caterpillar pace down the back straightaway. But the laps continue to wind down for Vic DeBurge. He's opened up nearly an 8-second lead as Vicky exits the racetrack. The engine woes, the mechanical difficulties. He's been fast all year long. Speed's never been an issue. It's that consistency, but he's finally found consistent speed, consistent pace. Vic DeBurge, he dominated this one, took the lead after the early restart there on lap number 1. He's going to come out of turn number 4. And double it up, Vic DeBurge wins 2 straight here at All-American Speedway to close out the season. And the 74 of John Sproul will take the checkered flag, and he is your 2025 All-American Speedway F4 Division Champion.
Yeah, so as they take the green flag, the 32X of Tim Walters will wrap up the Napa Superstocks Championship, but can he make a win happen as well, Noah?
I think the chances of that will depend on if the 00 of Josh Whitfield has a mechanical failure or not. Because that car, we saw the number 21 of Vic DeBurge go by fast. Well, Josh Whitfield is ready to rock, roll, and rumble. I hear an open race with an open spec system we're going to have here in November. Build and strength. And
he's also got a passenger for all this chaos. And this
really?
He lets out the smoke signals there to try to do a little Mario Kart action on Whitfield, but Whitfield keeps the lead. Yeah, that's Toasty there. That's the Big Daddy's Barbecue in turn 4 for the 0.
Yeah, hand out the windshield. Goodbye to the OT
Tough break
of Barrett Sugden, who put on a pretty good show there for a few minutes. The other half of the battle we're watching is the double O of Josh Whitfield work his way by the 1 of Dean Wilkins, as Wilkins gave him no room there on the bottom. And that's going to allow the 32X potentially to close in. We'll see how he gets by the 1 car down in the 3. Going to do the white flag displayed one more time around. Whitfield out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway for the final time. Just like we saw in our F4s, we're going to have Josh Whitfield, though, go 2 for 2 in 2 tries. He picks up the checkered flag here in the Super Stocks. Tim, the best West Coast racers in our late model division. Man, I'm so excited, Steven. It's going to be a fantastic race, the field in the hands of Thomas Martin and Trey Daniels. Race fans, remember, the louder you cheer, the faster they drive. Who's ready for the late models?
And they're off and running under the control of Brent Rauscher in the starter stand. We are green.
Good start for the top 4 drivers. They're doubled up. Now Thomas Martin breaks away. He's got the lead as the the yellow flag flies.
On that initial start and a tough break, he'll be mired to the second row. And now the 2 that I would argue have become a bit of rivals here at Roseville, the 7 of Mitchell and the 3X of Daniel is going to bring him down.
Yeah, I talked to Trey on Friday. He said the goal, P1. He's P2 right now.
Well, and so now you have the 3X of Daniel swoops around the outside of the 7 of Kenna Mitchell, and we go green lights on around the All-American Speedway, and Daniel's motors away. As we're settling in, it's 50 laps. So in all honesty, anybody in the top 5 or 6 has a shot to win this.
Yeah, if you're watching us on low budget TV, you're watching the 14 of Monty Tipton do war with Thomas Martin as the 13 of Mia Wright spins out in turn number 4. That's going to draw the yellow flag. Anything goes. It's free and wild out there. How many of you love out there in the open cities? They've got a pretty good crowd over there, Steven. It's packing up.
Well, so no big surprises on the choose cone there. Daniels to the bottom, Mitchell to the top. The only surprise I might say is, remember, Daniels took the lead on that high side. So he had an opportunity to think about going to that high side again.
Called for jumping the first start.
And look at all of our youngsters who picked the top, and they have to stay up there. So the longest line is the top line, which is kind of interesting. And we're off and running. Who thinks Kenna Mitchell can make this happen, Noah?
Yeah, Kenna pinched him out there on the initial start. She's going to hang tough on that left rear quarter panel.
Comfortable in that car. It's a rented car, and he's just not being very aggressive there because it looks like he's got the speed.
Well, and Glick had pulled away. She got about 3 car lengths off the back bumper of Tipton. But then now her pace has begun to slow as the 13 of Mia Wright has found trouble yet again. Trey Daniels, Kenna Mitchell fire it up again. The green flag's back out. Mitchell, she's right there.
Here she goes out of that get up and go Napa Auto Parts turn number 2, and she's getting up and go. They might have made a little contact there.
Yeah, Thomas Martin, he fell back. That's going to allow the 14 to tuck into the 3rd position. But Kenna Mitchell, she is right there on the outside. Trey Daniels is going to have to work for it. Oh, Martin goes around.
Thomas Martin facing the wrong way in car number 9.
All right, taking a look back on our replay. 3 wide situation. Yeah. Kylie Glick looking for a door that was not open. And Thomas Martin paid the price there, went for a loop through turns 1 and 2. And race officials will drop the 67 of Kylie Glick, our 2024 junior late model champion, to the rear of the field. We're about to find out, though. Kenna Mitchell from the top, Trey Daniels from the bottom. Green flag is out.
That was a beautiful restart. And like I pointed out, Kenna's not going to have a lot of pressure from behind. They got away real well on that first row. And now she can just go to work on Trey Daniels.
Daniels He's going to have about a half car length advantage down the back straight or the front straightaway.
And we are forced to go yellow because the 9 of Thomas Martin is going slowly. It looks like a right front flat tire on the number 9.
Oh man, another tough break for the number 9 car, and that is not how Mr. Excitement wanted his day to end.
So now, once we take a green flag, everything resets. And so for the 67 of Kylie Glick, she can choose now, and so she can try to figure out what the shortest line will be. So I'd be pretty surprised if you don't see this.
Yeah, and I don't know how the long run pace handles on the 14 car, but it's going to fade if I were to be the one asking. Green flag is back out here.
That was a great start again. You can see these two really want to win. They're doing it the right way. This is pretty awesome.
Side by side, clean racing between Trey Daniels and Kenna Mitchell, but it's the two cars in third and fourth who are right back.
White flag from Brent Rauscher looking for a Pro Late model win in the Barrico Redwood Late models. And once again, we might have a champion run second in the main event, Noah.
Man, oh man, Trey Daniels, he called his shot on Friday. P1 for the driver of the 3X, Kenna Mitchell, your 2025.
Engine. We gave him a couple bad cars, but he's made up for it.
He has.
He's a great race car driver.
He is, and it takes a village like you helping him.
Yeah, it gets a little bit tiresome sometimes.
Andrew Peeler to bring us up through the gears. We're about to crown ourselves a modified champion. Green flag is out. And there goes Tyler Wentworth with the nose out front, and he is going to clear easily into turn number 3. Give the lead to the 17 on lap 1, Steven. As we are now looking at 9 laps for Tyler Wentworth. 3 miles stand between him and another All-American Speedway Track Championship, Steven. He's heading towards the direction of the white flag. One more time around is the distance. A third of a mile for Tyler Wentworth. He will be back in the winner's circle and will add his name yet again to the list of track champions. Tyler Wentworth wins the 2025 Barrico Redwood Modified Championship. He picks up his 4th main event win of the season. Kyle Lavelle, Robbie Subs, they're going to lead this field to action. The green flag flies. We are underway for NorCal Legends.
Yeah, and I don't know, this is one of those fun nights where you have the great feeling of the unknown. I talk about this sometimes, Noah. I don't have a great feeling for who can win this race. Anybody in the top 7 or 8 can win this. But lap number, great battling up front, great battling behind them between the Daniels siblings as well.
Oh man, the 15 car Lavelle got a little bit in the grass. It's a bit early to be trimming the verge here, as we are only 3 laps into this main event as the top 3 cars single file. Look at the 7 car.
18 car J.K. Kinney does a spin around, but he keeps it going. We stay green.
Slate of ARCA action. It is coming up, and we are super excited to bring you the best drivers from across the West Coast and beyond. But for now, all eyes are turned here to our NorCal Legends division, where Robbie Subs leads in a chance to win the championship title as they run. Robbie Subs, Kyle Lavelle are both mathematically in the hunt. Is about to come unleashed once again. Legend restart. We're back underway. 3 on the board, 32 to go. Subs goes flying around level on the outside there to take the lead there into 3. And the unfortunate loser in that restart is going to be the 7 of Kylie Daniels. She got shuffled back.
And you're seeing on the low budget cameras lots of 2x2 racing in the middle of the field, including our points leader.
Yeah, I was going to say bad news. Tyler Batsianis, he is going the wrong direction. Restarted in the 13th position, and as the outside 3 wide is going to drop to 4th as there's a slow car. It's the 74 of Hutchins. Taking a peek back at our low budget racing replay. A little bit of contact there. We're watching now. This is the battle for 30. If you watch the bottom left of your corner, you can see they're just jostling over the same bit of real estate there.
Well, we could see him driving down the front straightaway. Look at the rear bumper on the 76. When you see him come by the next time around, Noah, the rear bumper on the 76 of Anderline is like pulled out.
Oh man, yeah, they just went sideways. Robbie Subs, Kyle Lavelle, same song, different verse.
Well, and Robbie Zub picks the high, wide, and handsome side. We'll see if that works for him. Under command of Brent Rauscher in the starter stand, Mike Dawson in the tower. We're back underway. Good restart for Kyle Lavelle. Tries to push the 0-5 a little bit up the hill. Can't do it. Robbie Zub with the lead. Lavelle doesn't mess around, Noah. He's one of our youngest drivers in the field, and he's battling for the win.
Yes, Brandon White goes inside of your pro late model. That's Trey Daniels duking it out
as we're down to just 4.5 laps to go.
Brandon White has closed the gap. The 3 leaders are beginning to string together as we have got 4 laps to go. 4 to go for Robbie Zub and a chance at a title in 2025. 19 car has the nose out in front, but the momentum's going to swing in favor of the 15. Give it to the 15 at the line as we got a spinner. Aaron Brandt's around. That's going to change everything if the caution flag flies.
Yeah, they haven't thrown it yet, but we see yellow lights are on. Yellow lights are on, Noah, and we're going to have a 2-lap green-white checker shootout to determine a championship, because if Kyle Lavelle can make the move, he could steal it.
Well, like they say up in the NASCAR booth, Larry McReynolds running the calculator. We're crunching the numbers, trying to figure out who's leading the championship scenarios. Right now, as we stand, Steven, take us through it.
Right now, as we stand, Robbie Zub is the points leader. He will have taken the points lead from the 30 of Tyler Batsianis.
Who's ready to crown yourselves a champion? We are. Green flag is back out. We're underway for the final mile of racing.
Oh, a perfect restart, perfect launch for the 0-5. The 30 of Batsianis is trying everything.
He's to the outside. There's contact in front of him. Those are the 2 positions he needs.
Kyle Lavelle got loose there out of turn 4. It's all Robbie Zub as he flashes under that white flag from Brent Rauscher. 1 more third of a mile to go for a 2025 Legends Championship.
Down the back straightaway goes your championship contenders, but over turn 4 and out, the 0-5 of Subs takes the checkered flag, and Batsianis is going to have to settle for a 12th place finish. Your champion, Robbie Zub.
Robbie Zub comes back from a 22-point deficit entering the night, and he will be your All-American Speedway 2025 Legends Track champion for the young man out of Rockland. He's pumped up. He's showing his hang loose to the crowd there. How about it for the Rockland driver, Robbie Zub?